today I wanted to talk to you about Jasper's 1-year health check that he had yesterday. He's just woken up, so he's a little bit grumpy. So Jasper is 11 months and 1 week, but see, you can have the health check from 11 months to 13 months, I believe. Should we give you something to hold? Moo. I don't know what's wrong with him. So I thought I would just quickly talk through exactly what happens and what they told me, what you have to do, just in case you have your child's one coming up and you're wondering and you're interested, because we go to the internet for everything nowadays, don't we? Oh, dear. So you're sent a questionnaire that you have to look at before. We were told that we didn't have to fill it out, but it would help if we filled it out before we got to the appointment. It was kind of set into sections, so I wish I'd kept hold of it now. So physical things like, can they walk? Can they cruise along the furniture? Can they cruise on the furniture just with one hand? If they're holding onto the furniture standing up, can they bend down and pick something up and stand up? And then problem solving things do they just drop something or do they actually put it down on the floor? Okay, Jasper had a miniature meltdown, so we've just been and eaten and he's now playing. The rest of the questions were just a lot of things that you might not even think to try. So if you put a raisin in a clear bottle, would your baby try and get it out? And I just think I've never done that, but it's something I still haven't even tried. But I know that if I hide my phone behind me, he tries to get it. So he is curious, and he picks things up on the floor with his pincers. That was one of the questions, do they pick things up with their thumb and forefinger? And careful. What were the other things? Some of the things you just think, I don't know, how would I even know that? And it's set into 3 sections, so careful, yes, sometimes, and no, or all the time, sometimes, not at all, something like that. So there were a couple of things I think, well, he's done that twice, but he doesn't do it all the time. Well, the other day he was holding on to I think it was his little toy car thing, and he let go for a few seconds. So I know that he has stood, not holding on, but he doesn't do it all the time, so I can't really say that he does it. So, yeah, that's when it's good to just put sometimes, once. So I had to take the form down to the health visitor appointment. Obviously, I forgot it because I always do. I'm just rubbish at remembering things like that. But luckily, they go through it all when you're there anyway. You don't have to demonstrate it, because that's what I was worried, that I'd sit Jasper there and then she'd say, can he wave? And I'd be like, Bubba, wave! And then he'd just be like, because that's what they do, isn't it? You say, oh, he says mama now, say mama, and then they just stare at you as if to say F off, I'm not doing it. I'm going to embarrass you in front of everyone. It wasn't that at all. She just asked if he could do it, and I said yes or no. There were some things that she would see him pick something up and she'd be like, oh, that answers my next question for me. And yeah, so all of that, it was really easy going. It's nothing to worry about or feel like you have to train your child up to do anything for. Then she weighed him and measured him, because I haven't had him weighed officially in my book since he was 3.5 months old, which is awful, but I know that he's fine. I know that he's not underweight, or overweight. So I'm not really worried about it too much, but yeah, now when I look back, I think that probably looks quite bad. But he's all fine. He's in the 20th percentile, I think. So yeah, everything there was good. But you also get a chance to ask questions. For example, Jasper's not sleeping very well. He doesn't always eat that much. He's got a bit of eczema. So I just asked things like that, and she just gave me some advice, which was really, really useful, because I think it's some things that I don't want to book an appointment with the doctor for, because it just seems like a bit of a waste, but they are things that I needed to ask. So I was really glad that she gave me the time, and she didn't seem rushed or anything, which was good. And then at the end, she gave me this little pack of books. If it's a new thing that they really want to get children into reading early and just really being a bit more interactive, like singing nursery rhymes and talking, because apparently they've noticed that the children that don't really read much when they're younger tend to go through the terrible twos a lot worse, because they can't communicate with what they want. Which, I don't know, because I know a lot of kids that have gone through terrible twos and they can speak perfectly fine. He got a few little books. So he did have another book, which is upstairs. We actually read it last night. And then this little one, some nursery rhymes. Just lots of little bits of information. And I think that's really good. I think it's always nice to come out of a doctor's appointment with something other than medicine. That is the health check. I don't know why, but I was so looking forward to it, and I came out of there and I'd had a really good time. I don't know why. I think because I never take him to get weighed, and the only appointments I ever have for him are when he's got tonsillitis, so it was quite nice to sit there and talk about him and it not be about his bad cough or about his sore throat and anything like that. So if you've got your child's 1 year health check coming up, then don't worry about it at all. It's actually pretty enjoyable if you're sad like me. Don't worry if your child doesn't do the things. They kind of tally up a little score, and then they plot your child on it, and if your child's above, I don't know what it's done, but I think it's done in numbers. If your child's above that, then you have no worries, but maybe if they're below on one of them, it might be a slight concern, but every child is so different. I know children the same age as Jasper that can, some have only just started crawling, some are already walking, some are saying words already, some haven't said anything. So they're all so different. But yeah, that was it. So good luck with your child's 1 year health check. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.